I want to start. Okay, so I'm recording now. Okay, good. We're finally after
But,
we did it. We did it.
sorry, mate. I'm not very good at the old.
No, it's okay. We're all getting used to this whole new form of interviewing and press junket. Where are you right now?
I'm in sort of canyon country. Like 50 minutes above LA or an hour above LA.
Okay, cool. But how are you doing? How are you navigating through things right now? Are you holding? Are you hanging in
I'm good.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I feel a lot worse for people are doing it way worse than me. I'm actually very lucky. I got a little place here, a little ranch, and so I'm working every day. It hasn't affected me
Mhm.
hugely, other than not making any money at all. It's a bit tough, but geez, so many people have got it so tougher than me, mate. I
Yeah.
cannot complain at all. I'm very lucky to be out here. I can ride or go for walks or whatever. There's room everywhere, and I sort of
Good.
just work every day. So I'm very entertained.
Good. 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 Good to.
How about you, mate? Where are you
Uh,
at?
I am in LA. So I kind of right in central LA. I live near LACMA. So
Large one.
yeah.
All right.
So luckily, I mean, I'm lucky enough to, I'm still working. I'm grateful for that,
Yeah.
and we're just shifting how we cover things, and
Yeah.
but I'm doing what I can to, help people out, and just do my best and stay positive and keep
Yeah.
it safe. But yeah,
Yeah. There we go.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I wish it was the other way. I wish it was you had to be in contact with people and you
Mhm.
had no internet and all that stuff. I'd love the world to shut down the internet for 2 months and see what happened to people without
Yeah,
virus, obviously. I'd love a
yeah,
world where you can only, if you want to talk to somebody, you go write a letter or go see him or, you know,
yeah, yeah.
love it.
But you've been working, you've been working around there, and how have you learned any new trades? Like, how have you been binging stuff? Have you been trying to have you learned new things? Like, what are you doing to kind of keep
Um,
yourself entertained?
no, I just do all the stuff that I like. I grew up on a farm, so I'm just doing all that stuff. It's just more about having the time
Mhm.
to do it, And this place, I've had this place for 3 years, and I've been away all the time, so I've never got to really work on it too
Yeah, yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So and I like to do everything. I
Mhm.
grew up doing all sorts of stuff, so I'd like to do it all myself, and
Oh, good.
it's a it's an excuse to well, no, I'm forced to. It's not an excuse. I have the chance now to do what I sort of want to do at the place, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on stuff that I should be
Yeah.
doing because I'm not allowed to do it. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, you're on this new Quibi series, 50 States of Fright, but first off, were you a Sam Raimi fan from the beginning? Like, have you been a fan of horror? Like, where do you stand with horror and,
So
your experience?
I'm not huge into horror at all. I was when I was a young kid, but uh, everybody knows Sam Raimi, and he was a most enjoyable fella
Mhm.
to work with. It was unbelievable. He's such a down to earth man and so talented and got such a great career. And I really, really, really enjoyed being around him and watching him and talking to him and all that stuff. We shot it last year in only for a week or something in Vancouver, just
Mhm.
outside of Vancouver, and we had a great time. And Rachel's such a sweetheart to work
Yeah.
with.
I think you guys pretty much like start off the whole series, and it's such a, like, I love this idea of first off, Quibi is this interesting new platform, and then when
Yeah.
you heard that this show and how the format was going to be, what was your initial reaction? Because a lot of people are like all wondering what this Quibi thing is going to be, how it's going to work, but I know when I watched it kind of split it up pretty decent, in this cool way. But when you heard about the new platform, when you heard about the show, what was your initial reaction?
I actually wanted to try to get some shares in it. I thought it was an amazing idea, but it's a privately owned thing. I can't get shares. But I think it's an amazing idea and concept. Everybody's on their phone all the time. It's like, for me, just sitting around anyway, waiting in the doctor's office or whatever. You want to watch a full little film or whatever for 10 minutes or a little episode. I think it's fantastic. Everybody's on their phone anyway, and I'd rather I think it's better for people to watch creative stuff than looking up dumb gossip stuff while they're sitting there on the phone,
Yeah with
latest hairstyle or something.
And with this particular story, it's like, of course, when I was watching it, I was waiting for the big thing to happen, because that's what you do with these Sam Raimi projects, right? When you were watching these horrors, and it's like, I love watching horror, but I do get squeamish with things, especially with the one scene where it happens to Rachel, where you have to chop off arm. But like, when you read this story, and were you familiar with this urban legend, or what was your reaction to the story, and like, how did you, like, in this weird way, how did you connect with the story?
Well, I was away working. Sam called me, and we spoke about the script, and he said what he wanted to do with it. And as you know, it's like so many scripts that have just become sort of a love story, and it's a bit off kilter. So I enjoyed providing for her, and like she's it seems like sometimes she's in it for me, buying a jewelry and all that stuff, but I think my character really enjoyed being able to do that for her, and he'd do anything for her, and he loves her so much, and I think she enjoys how much I love her, and to do that for her. And I don't know, it's just like, I think it's a love story, and even when they're dead, they're together in the end,
Yeah.
Like, by taking her arm, it drives her to come back and haunt me, which I want. We're together again, so I think it's a happy ending.
Yeah.
We might be dead, but at least we're together.
It is this weird macabre love story that in a way it works, and in a way it kind of is creepy, and but were you, because I know that the 50 states of Fright, they take they're taking urban legends from different states,
Yeah.
but were you familiar with this story at all?
No, I wasn't at all, but I think it's a great way for filmmakers to do shorts and that sort of stuff. And I would love to do a heap of them, to be honest. You go in for a week, do a little short and tell a little story, and go home. I'd love to have a career just doing them, Yeah. Instead of having to move somewhere for 3 months or 6 months or whatever, I'd rather go do a few for a week, meet new people, and I think it's a great concept, and I really think it'll do really well.
When you, like, what was your favorite part of this, your installment of this series, of this anthology?
The 3 that I did, or the
your particular story. What was your favorite part of filming it, like, and
well, I've never had to do the I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's more interesting to me was I've never done a scary movie, so to try to play all the fear and that sort of stuff, and try to be a bit of a little girl about it, sort of, in a way. I mean, just like, not I don't mean little girl, but I mean just to show that fear and not be afraid of whatever, screaming or whatever,
Yeah. And where you're originally from? Australia, correct?
Yeah, between Melbourne and Sydney. Yep.
So, like, how is it? Are there different urban legends there? Like, and how do they compare to the ones you hear here in the States? Like, what are some of your favorite urban legends that you've heard, or like lore, or kind of scary stories like from your childhood or your kind of in high school? Were there, and even like I know a lot of it's like localized here in the States, like, but were there any urban legends where you're from that you believe in, or that you kind of that you deem as your favorite?
No, not really. I don't really know any back there. But as a kid, I don't know the urban legends. I just like the Freddy Kruegers and that. I mean, they're not urban legends around there, but that's what scared me when I was little, when they first came out. But no, it's not really my genre, mate. So I couldn't name 10 scary movies. You know, well, I can name 4. Freddy Krueger, I think they did
4. So like, you know, I know the industry is on, you know, it's shut down right now, but you know, after we come out on the other side of this, you know, well, actually, before I get into that, like with this anthology, I know it's horror, and I know this story is this interesting love story, but outside of the horror aspect of this, what do you hope people retain from like this moral or the themes that you tell in your portion of the series?
Ah, well, it's kind of weird because I chop her arm off and she comes back and kills me. But it's doing anything for the one person that you love, you know, or your soulmate or whatever, is doing it, going very far doing that, or doing insane things, or to be with each other. My choice was to get her out of the grave, to bring her back to me, you know. So I'm happy to sacrifice my own life to lay next to her in a grave.
Yeah, it's kind of
probably not a good message.
No, I think what Sam Raimi does excellently, and like what this your portion of the show, it's kind of this extreme love, right? Like
yeah.
I mean, it's love, but it's just love that's sensationalized, and to this point where you're like, wow, these two people are both kind of a little bit not all there.
Yeah.
But you know, when we come out on the other side of this, which I hope is sooner rather than later, you know, what else are you working on, or what else do you hope to do, and kind of what do you hope happens on the other side of all this and what we're going through?
Well, hopefully, but I don't want to, you know, try to be deeper or anything, but hopefully it makes people appreciate each other a lot more and what they do. And I hope there's not a huge, I hope it really gets fixed where people are happy to be close to each other and there's not a fear. Hopefully one day we can go back to how it was, you know, but with more appreciation of being able to do that. You know, I hope it's not some situation where we're doing this for years and you're doing social distancing for a long time. You know, if we have to do it, have to do it. But it'll be a pretty sort of sad event if it carries on for years. You know, but and then work-wise, I'm doing a spaghetti western, which I'm really
nice
excited to do. Yeah, so that'll be great in Italy and Spain and Morocco. So I really look forward to that. It's not a definite thing, but it's in development. The scripts are amazing and everybody involved is great. So I'm really excited about that. And then I'm doing it. We're meant to go back to do more of. I did 10 episodes of a Ridley Scott thing last year. Raised by Wolves.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. So that was very enjoyable, and he's such a great fella. And so we go back to South Africa to do another, I think, 8 of them. But you know, who knows? Still might be here.
Hopefully not. I mean, like I personally believe that interested to see what's going to happen and how we're going to interact with each other after this.
Yeah.
It's going to be different, but I think just the fact that we will be able to see our loved ones and our friends face to face is what I'm looking forward to. Whether or not we'll be able to shake hands or whatever, it is a totally different story. But just to have the physical presence of family and friends is what I'm personally looking forward to. And, you know, so hopefully sooner rather than later, right? Keeping faith, but also being cautiously optimistic in this weird way. So, but
I hope you're right, mate. It's been a weird world, but you have to appreciate everybody trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, definitely.
No more orgies and things like that.
No more, you know, a moratorium on the orgies, guys. but yeah. But Travis, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. And you know, it looks very peaceful where you are. And but
it is, mate. It is very quiet, but it's good and green. A lot of rain.
Yeah, nice. Right. And you know, and it's really 50 States of Fright is really exciting, and this new way to consume information. Quibi is a new way to consume content, but all at the same time, loving 50 States of Fright, and your portion is a great way to kick off the anthology. So congratulations on that. And yeah, thanks again. And you know, stay safe, stay hopeful, and you know, positive energy to you, man. And
you too, buddy.
Cool, man.
Anytime, mate. Thanks, buddy. Sorry it took me so long to work out the computer thing.
No problem, man. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
See you, bro. Cheers,
bye.
Mate.
You too.